How are you doing? How is everything? How is your family? How is everybody? I hope you're doing fine. I hope you're doing great. We pray that God will see us through this season and come out victorious. Today's topic is hydraulic and pneumatic machines. The last time we met, we talked about belt drive and chain drive. So today we'll be talking about, the topic is actually airflow, how air flows through materials, but we'll be focusing on these hydraulic and pneumatic machines. These machines are machines that make use of they make use of air, they make use of pressure, and they make use of fluid. The fluid could be a liquid or an oily one, whichever one. So a bit of introduction. In the last lesson, you learned about belt and chain drives. So in this lesson, we're going to be learning about hydraulics and pneumatic machines, and you'll be exposed to some examples of these machines and how they function. So what we hope to achieve are just four things: have a good definition of hydraulics, be able to identify hydraulics, define pneumatic, and we'll speak on at least two pneumatic machines. We'll speak on two pneumatic machines. Now, what does hydraulic means? Now, of fluid through pipes under pressure. The flow of fluid through pipes under pressure. The flow of fluid through pipes under pressure. And this happens in machine to be able to do work. Now, what that is trying to say is that fluid flows through pipes, but these pipes, there is a form of pressure that forces them to move forward or backward. So that's just the idea. That's just the idea behind it. Now, hydraulic fluid. Now, this is the liquid or the fluid used in any hydraulic system. So an hydraulic fluid is the fluid or liquid used in any hydraulic system. And I told you, I talked about this in the beginning, where I said hydraulics are pneumatic machines. They are machines that make use of either fluid. This fluid could be water or something oily. So we're giving some examples here, and the examples are water and oil. Now, you also have hydraulics. Hydraulics are machines that work on the principle of hydraulic. They are machines that work on the principle of hydraulic. We've defined what hydraulic are. So it is important to note that both hydraulic and pneumatic machines are used for the following purpose: for pushing, for pulling, and for lifting. For pushing, it could be for pushing fluid. It could be for pulling fluid, just pull it backward instead of it flowing out. It's just suspended, stopped from moving or something. Then lifting as well. We'll get to all of that. Hydraulic components. Now, the components that make use of include the following: you have hydraulic brake, you have lifting and crushing mechanisms, you have hydraulic pallets, you have pump driven hydraulics, you have truck mounted trains, and you also have hydraulic jack. Now, all these other things I just mentioned, you may not be familiar with them, but the one I'm very sure that you may have an idea is the hydraulic jack. Now, this hydraulic jack, it is used when you want to fix your car and you want to lift it up a little. So that stuff that they place under car to raise this up. Maybe they want to change the tire, maybe somebody wants to go underneath the car to check something, and so on and so forth. So now, hydraulic devices. The first one is bottle jack. Now, this is the simplest form of an hydraulic jack. It has two main parts: the handle and the lever. As you can see in the diagram, it has two main parts: the handle and the lever, and they are connected to two pistons, which raises the lever that raises the car. That was what I was trying to say a few minutes ago. This thing is placed under a car. Now, when it's placed under the car, pressure is just being applied up and down. As it's applied, the car moves up and up a little. You also have suction and double action pump. Now, a perfect example of this thing, I hope you get to do your NYSC and get to serve somewhere in the north, and you would see what people use. This stuff is like it's like a tap. It's a form of tap where they connect it, where you have to apply pressure You have to apply pressure. When you raise it up and you push it down, water comes out. You raise it up and you push, water comes out. They use it for some areas. Some use it for gas, some use it for water, some use it as tap, like some of these communities where civilization is kind of zero. So if they want to wow them or something, make them feel great or something, so they could just put that, and when they want to get their water, you see children playing with it. They are going up down, and so on and so forth. So the next one is garden sprinkler. So this garden sprinkler, they use it in water gardens. Yes, as you can see the picture here, this sprinkler, the way it works is that it will be moving around. While it's moving around, the water will be going far distances in order to give these plants, these green plants, nutrients. You also have water wheel. Now this water wheel, um they use it in certain areas. They also have many other things that they use. So please know that these pneumatic machines, they work basically most times with fluid. They work with fluid. As for pneumatic, that's for hydraulic. So let's go straight to pneumatic machines now. Okay, what is pneumatic? They said the use of compressed air. Compressed air. Let me cite a perfect example of that compressed air. When you go to buy gas, now they kind of fill it with gas, fill your container with gas. Now this is not good actually, but if you carry that gas and you shake it, you will notice, you will feel as if there's some sort of liquid. So when gas is actually compressed, it compresses so much that it can change, it can move and become, it can just change its state and become a form of liquid. So that's just it. So now they said here that when ordinary air is forced under pressure into a small space, now what does that mean? It's just like taking a bottle and you are continually forcing air inside that bottle. It will change to liquid. You understand? It will change to liquid. So it said when air is forced under pressure into a small space, it is called compressed air. It is called what? Compressed air. So when air is under pressure, it possesses energy that can be released to do important work for man's enjoyment. That's very, 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 very true. Very, very true. Very, very true. So you have pneumatic components, you have single acting cylinder, a shuttle valve, double acting cylinder, a 3-port valve, a 5-port valve, and a flow generator. So we'll be talking about more of this the next time we have the chance to do this again. Now, devices, pneumatic devices, you have hand pump. Now these are different, they are different types. These are different types actually. They are used to inflate tires. They are used to inflate tires, balloons, and balls. So as you can see from the diagram there, all they need to do is attach what they want to inflate somewhere, then apply pressure at the topmost part, and while they are applying the pressure up and down, what they want to fill is getting filled. Then the next one we have is compressor machine. This one is used by vulcanizers. They are used by vulcanizers. What you can see there is a modified one, because I'm not sure this is actually the main one, but this is the modified one. They use it, and so on and so forth. So we've come to the end of what we want to talk about today. So please do me a favor and go through everything. They are easy to understand. I try to summarize them as simple as possible, as short as possible. The topic today is pneumatic machines and hydraulic machines. So please, if you have any challenge, drop a comment. Just drop a comment, maybe not just for this one, for other things we have done. So you can also chat me up if you have a problem. 090-4461-3038. I take it again, 090-4461-3038. Thank you very, very much, and have a wonderful day ahead.